Welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. I'm Peter Gross, co-host of the original Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins and Jim Fowler. If there's one thing we've learned when filming Wild Kingdom, it's that nature can be harsh. Not all animals are strong and healthy enough to survive. In tonight's episode, we'll explore the relationship between predator and prey. Each plays an important role in keeping animal populations in check. The old and the sickly animals are naturally weeded out, leaving the strong and the healthy to produce the next generation. In fact, predators are only successful about 50% of their attempts to catch food. This reality can seem harsh, but it's absolutely necessary to create that delicate yet natural balance of the animals in the Wild Kingdom. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom is presented by Mutual of Omaha.
The wolf. For centuries it has been feared like no other animal. An able, efficient predator, it has been branded a killer, a threat even to man. Welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. To most people, wolves are a menace to anything alive. But Stan Brock's friend Caruso doesn't look much like a snarling killer.
I don't think we need to worry, Marlin. Of course, this is only a young zoo animal. But even in the wild, the wolf's evil reputation is undeserved. In North America, for instance, there hasn't been one authentic case of normal, healthy wolves attacking man. Unfortunately, the exaggerated fears obscure some fascinating facts. The wolf pack is truly a remarkable animal society.
This is especially true when the young are born. The whole pack provides food and protection for them, and some animals may even babysit while the mother takes time off to feed. After 4 or 5 months of this tender care, the pack abandons the den and moves the pups to an open ground rendezvous. We observed a pack of wolves on a rendezvous site in the southern limit of the wolf's North American range, near the Canadian border. This is their story. We call it Wolf Pack.
A late summer sun warms the grassy highlands sweeping out from the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. This is wolf country, and here in a tree-studded meadow, a pack has established its rendezvous. Abandoning her den, a mother wolf has led her pups to this open ground meeting place. Here, the pack will remain until the pups are old enough to roam with it. The carefree den days are over, and now at the rendezvous, the pups must learn to be hunters like the adults. Already they show the instincts of the predator. Their play has become rougher and more aggressive. A black yearling has found a fresh trail left by a mule deer passing near the rendezvous. And one of the pups soon notices the yearling's activity, rolling as the other adults often do in the scent. A hunter, for a brief moment, the pup investigates the trail. But the yearling's bushy tail proves too tempting a target. Since their birth, the timid pups have shown no sign of the fierce courage of the pack members, an aggressiveness controlled by a strict hierarchy of dominance. the pack leaves on a hunt. And today, for the first time, the pups follow. Hunting hoofed animals much larger than themselves, the success of the pack depends on cooperation and the wolf's great natural aggressiveness, an aggressiveness the pups must develop during their time at the rendezvous. In the sky ahead, circling buzzards mark a dead animal below. A mule deer freshly killed by some unseen predator. As the pack continues on, the yearling and the pup's mother move to investigate, not sensing that something ahead is keeping the buzzards from landing. The cougar has waited in ambush as the wolves approached its kill. Now, as the hungry wolves return, the big cat stands guard. It killed the mule deer soon after it passed near the wolves' rendezvous. Eating its fill, the cougar has remained near, unwilling to abandon its prize. The cat is fast and powerful, and its blows are deadly. But the wolves will not give up. Though the cougar attacks savagely, the wolf refuses to concede. The cougar is clearly the superior fighter, but like all great cats, it lacks endurance, and the wolf will not be driven off. Exhausted, the angry cat knows the battle must end. The carcass belongs to the wolves. Their persistence has overwhelmed the cougar. As the female claims the prize, the yearling and the two pups hurry to join her. By seeking large game like the mule deer, the wolves provide enough for all members of the pack. Till now, the adults have carried food back to the pups. But today, the pups have witnessed the battle for prey and participated in the victory. Their hunting instinct grows stronger, an instinct they must soon develop. Before long, the wolves' fur will thicken into their winter coats. Then they will abandon the rendezvous and roam freely through their range. The pups must be ready to roam with them, full members of the pack.
The pups' hunting instincts were developing quickly, and they searched the rendezvous area for signs of game. Sometimes they chose prey a little too large.
Exploring near the rendezvous, the pups discover a mule deer. The memory of the deer the wolves won from the cougar encourages the youngsters to try for a prize of their own. The angry doe chooses to stand and fight, though she could easily outrun the pups. Her kicks are lethal, powerful enough to break bones. Confused and cautious, the pups are uncertain as they attack. Adult wolves would charge boldly, panicking the deer into flight, attacking her defenseless flanks as they race alongside. But flailing hooves have cost the pups their courage. The stubborn deer has defeated the young wolves, and they seek consolation at a favorite playground. The deer has shaken the confidence they need to become aggressive hunters. Now they search the stream for frogs, prey much easier to handle. The only difficulty is in finding them. Glaring sunlight reflected by the water makes the frog impossible to see in a patch of green moss. Wading noisily in the stream, the wolves send all prey in the area scurrying for cover. Unsuccessful again, the pups chase after the hope of another adventure. Their play has helped them develop the great endurance they will need when the pack abandons the rendezvous in fall and winter, no longer anchored to one location, traveling far in search of game. But more than endurance will be needed when the youngsters hunt with the pack, seeking prey much larger than themselves. The pups must develop the aggressiveness and courage of adult wolves, the confidence to be full-fledged pack members. They must discover their own powers by hunting successfully now, during their time at the rendezvous. From a high lookout, one pup spots signs of life on a distant rock. A marmot. Nearby, a second marmot in a den near the first. Eager to attack, the wolves face one problem: how to get back down. Climbing up seemed easy, but climbing down is a different matter. Every route seems perilous. Every slope seems sheer. One pup finally finds the way, leaving the second to figure things out for himself. As the second pup searches for the way down from the rocks, the other pup waits below for its partner. Already the wolves are showing the instinct for hunting together, the first signs of pack behavior. Finally, the pups begin the pursuit. The marmot's made his den in rocks, a precaution against being dug out by predators. As the wolves investigate the den, the second marmot moves to safety, and the pups hear its shrill alarm call. With the first marmot beyond reach, the wolves hurry to the second. Now, as the second marmot seeks safety, the frustrated hunters hear the alarm call of the first. Carelessly, the marmot waits, almost too long, but it's safe. And the other marmot once more sounds the alarm. Finally, the wolves realize that it's only a game of tag, and they'll always be it. Shrill whistles still ringing in their ears, the pups leave and discover another prey. This chase may prove even more disappointing. An adult wolf would make short work of the skunk, but the youngster's hesitancy gives the skunk many chances to use its accurate spray. Abruptly, the battle ends. Eyes burning, the pups let the skunk escape. The blinding spray will lose its sting before long, but the pups will carry a fragrant reminder of their encounter for some time, a reminder that they have much to learn before they will be hunters.
The unpleasant memory of the skunk encounter faded quickly for the two wolf pups. Soon they were their normal selves again, full of play and curiosity.
During the weeks at the rendezvous, the pups have come to depend less and less on their mother's care. They often explore alone now, far from their parents' protection. Like all the wolves in the pack, the female senses that the rendezvous days are ending. Gradually, her pups have extended their range, roaming farther in their daily searches for adventure. The time is coming when the pack will abandon its open ground headquarters and run free again. Then her pups must be ready to take their place in the pack. One pup spots a nervous movement in the grass ahead. A cottontail. Another hunter has watched too. The outcome goes unnoticed, for the pups have spotted other prey. A ground squirrel watches as the young wolves approach. Hundreds of cracks and crevices offer safe havens to the frightened squirrel. The pups find their tiny prey beyond reach. The threat ends as the wolves give up the chase of an animal that is no threat to them, far from the challenge of facing large hoofed animals with the pack. Ahead, much more dangerous game, a badger digging into a ground squirrel nest. This is an animal the pups must face with extreme caution. The badger is a stubborn and courageous fighter. Sharp teeth and a vice-like bite could give a pup an injured leg that might eventually cost it its life, crippling it and making it unable to run with the pack. A bad injury would doom a pup to death by starvation. Still, they press the attack. The badger's thick fur and loose skin make it difficult for the wolves to get a secure hold. Surprisingly fast and strong, the badger is a dangerous infighter, but the pups persist in their attack with all the aggressiveness of adult wolves. The badger concedes the ground squirrel nest to the pups. They've won their battle with a deadly opponent. Fearless and aggressive, the pups have shown for the first time the qualities that mark every member of the hunting pack. Defeated, the badger moves back only after the pups have returned once more to the rendezvous, where their mother awaits. Soon the wolves will leave their rendezvous and roam far, hunting the great herd animals driven down from the high country by early snows. The pups will run with them, members now of the wolf pack.
Stan, looks like you've made yourself a real friend. As the young wolves grew in size and skill, the pack abandoned the rendezvous and roamed freely through their territory, becoming more closely knit as they hunted together, threatened by no predator but man. Wolf bounties persist despite ample evidence that these animals actually benefit their prey. Because it catches the weak and the sick, the wolf helps assure that only the fittest animals will live to perpetuate the species, passing on those characteristics most necessary for survival. Like all predators, wolves help maintain the intricate, delicate balance of life that has been poised for millions of years in the wild kingdom.
Has presented Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Like what you saw? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more exclusive content. And visit our website at wildkingdom.com.